y'all. So, I believe the people of Springfield, holy shit. Not even 10 seconds in, I can't even speak English. But, let's talk about that. First things first, the pet eating was just a catalyst. That, like J.D. Vance said, that was really just what got people's attention. And I don't believe he ever lied about that. I think he just misspoke when he said something about making up a story, whatever. Personally, I still believe the people. Now, I don't watch this guy normally, but the creator, Tyler, the creator, Oliveira, I want to say, went to Springfield, started asking all the residents around. I cannot get 5 minutes in without getting severely pissed off, had to stop watching the video. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. Let's not beat around the bush here, though. It's about the fucking people coming in. They probably are eating animals, let's be real. Which, I love how Short Fried Otaku backtracked in his video about it in the description. It's like, no, stop believing stupid people. And then near the end, it's like, well, it's potential. Yeah, they were caught eating geese. So what's the leap in logic from stealing a duck from the park to stealing your cat or a stray? What's the logic? What's the leap in logic? Not to mention the whole, like, oh, well, that lady caught, well, she was American and that wasn't even in Springfield. The point still stands. People are killing animals. You know, like, there's a pond right across from me where I see Canadian geese and there's a Muscovy duck that lives there. I could imagine if somebody just walked up and just yoink. Quick side story. I remember my mom telling me a story about how when she grew up on a farm, her grandmother, I think, would snap the chickens' heads off, and she said that her, like, bat wings would just flap around while doing it. Horrendous, I know. And, like, the poultry farm I grew up on, one time we tried to eat one of the birds. Mama cooked it, Dad killed it. It sat in the kitchen, and then suddenly we all lost our appetite. We just couldn't bring ourselves to do it. And we raised these birds primarily for eggs, but we saw them die all the time. Let's be real. We saw them die. We lived in the fucking woods. Snakes got them all the time. One time there was a fucking otter that came out of the woods, because, like, we lived right by the water. A fucking otter. But that is the natural thing that's supposed to happen. You know, like, animals eating animals naturally die. When a goddamn random fucking person from another country comes up and just starts terrorizing the wildlife, how come that's cool? How come an American will get in all kinds of trouble for the same shit, but this Haitian motherfucker can walk around with a goose in his hands, and no hunting without a license, no animal cruelty, no hunting out of season bullshit, no, nothing. They're federally protected too. What the fuck? Canadian geese. I'm like shaking with anger right now. And like, little side note, I was biking the other day. I almost got hit by my fucking neighbor. Little drunk asshole. I waved at him, and I guess he thought me waving was him beckoning towards me because he went and crossed the fucking lane, and I'm very surprised I did not even get chipped by the window. Mirror. But rather than that, I don't even know if he has them on his truck. Because I don't even think he has a license. Anyway, at least I know that dude. I went and ran outside to his house and was screaming, "Fight me like a motherfucker, fight me like a man." He didn't, but he still, I watch him. I'll hear his truck crank up, and then he'll go by, and he'll look at me, and I'll look at him. Sometimes I just want him. Because I've known him forever, but like, don't fucking run over me. Or nearly run over me. Just like the goddamn Haitians, bringing it back around. I know, didn't the story come out from actually, like, last year, and we didn't just hear about it until recently? That little, like, 11-year-old kid that got hit riding a school bus? Imagine, if I was that kid's mom, I would feel so fucking guilty. You know, the idea that he could have just stayed home. I could have driven him. Maybe he could have sat on a different spot on the bus. But then it's like, you know, you think maybe that's going to be some other parent's kid. Until there's just going to be an empty spot there. And I cannot believe the dad actually said, I'd rather have some old white man kill my son than a migrant to make them look bad. They're making themselves look bad, honey. I'm sorry. And to be more generally humanitarian, it's hurting everybody involved. Except for, of course, the Democrats bringing them in, because they get free votes. They're replacing us. They are. But how it hurts both sides is because the handful of few people who actually do genuinely need something from over here and don't just want to take advantage of all of our shit, what are they getting? You know, they're not only just going to get lumped in with the rest of the crowd, oh, fuck you, you're just, you know, floating off of our dime. The poor kids that are having to go to school, don't know the language, they're getting sent on past every grade, you know, no child left behind, thank you very much. That's not helping them. That's doing them a disservice. That's passing them along saying, oh no, you're fine. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then, of course, you can see how I'm actually getting, like, you can hear it in my voice. Just, ooh, in a similar note, I am planning on, it's a partial idea, planning on getting a sign, maybe just get some cardboard and writing on it with marker, and walking down the side of the highway with, are they going to fortify this one? Just had that written on there. Are they going to fortify this one too? But yeah. Why? Well, we know why. It's because the fucking native population is so nice. Also, I love the whole idea that's like, well, who's gonna pick our crops and the food? What about the food? We've been over this. First things first, there are legal migrants in America. Legal ones. Not ones that just happen to smuggle themselves across the border. 2, we have technology. You genuinely want slave labor if you want. Like, if you keep saying who's gonna pick the crops, that's who's gonna be our slaves. That's the same fucking thing. And, I don't know if you've ever seen The Machine, but there was this one crazy fucking, I don't even know what you would call it. It went through with, like, a row and just picked up all these different carrots or whatever. Yeah. Machine labor and replacing humans. Oh, that's the thing that we've been dreading forever, but suddenly it's not okay with farming? Suddenly we need those migrants to pick our fruits? Huh? What? The Dems just love their slaves. And you know what? I feel like I especially have a little room to speak about that. Not only just living here in Charleston, South Carolina, you know, where most slaves set foot on the fucking continent. I grew up in what used to be a plantation. The site I used to live on was the Manigault house. Manigault, Manigault. 2 names, same thing. The story I was always told was the master's wife had died, so he took one of the house slaves as his wife and ended up having, I don't know if it was total, I want to say it was total, a mixture of half white, like half the kids are completely white, half the kids are mixed. And that was what I was told. And that's why today you will see people, primarily black people with the last name Manigault, but plenty of white people also with the last name Manigault. Sorry, just getting into a random history lesson. It's because I feel like I can actually speak on this shit. When it was taught to me in school about all this, I was given details that some adults didn't even know, just because I live here. It's kind of fucking difficult and really sad, isn't it? When the grown-ass adult from across the country doesn't know this little detail about something that you would know personally because it's local. It's history. You should know it at least a little bit. You should. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that ever paid attention in class. Especially being on the internet. Jesus Christ. I heard someone say, piss laxative. You meant diuretic. Anyway. With that, I believe the people of Springfield. I'm not going to sit here and call them racist because they're having their yards wrecked, people getting their cars stolen, crashing into their homes or businesses. Why would I do that? Why would I, I'm more likely to believe something the first time. I'm trusting to a fault in that way. But also want to see evidence. And I feel like I've seen evidence. Also, that one, allegedly Bosnians roasting a lamb. I'll have to look closer at that one because I ain't never seen a lamb with canine teeth. Just saying. Ain't never seen a lamb with canines. In fact, I fucking raised goats. They don't even have top teeth. I had 2 sheep too. 2 sheep amongst a herd of goats. They don't have top teeth. Anyway, let me show y'all something. It was going to be a surprise for a sooner video, but life got ahead of me. I cut my hair off. I'll maybe talk about it independently in its own video, but yeah. Maybe I should have done it when it was still really hot outside. Now it's starting to cool down, but I think it looks beautiful. And I do still occasionally miss my length, if you're curious. But at least my head doesn't hurt. I'll see y'all later.